I'm going to have only two big goals, and practically they all come into one big goal connected with my health, with like more energy, feeling better, looking better, like, you know, care about myself. That matters. So 2025 is here, and it's perfect time for setting some personal goals and resolutions. I love setting goals. I have a lot of really pretty notebooks and pretty pads, and I love writing it all on the paper. And I used to make huge lists, like 100 goals that I want to reach this goal, or like 10 different aspects that I want to work on this year. But it sometimes can be pretty overwhelming. That's why in this year, in 2025, I have only two priorities in mind, and they are directly connected to my one big primary goal: health. So there are two aspects that I'm going to work on. First of all, it's like a big complex thing that I can call like nutrition. And second big part, it's going to be something I would refer as movement. So if we talk about first part, if we talk about nutrition, that's something which is pretty difficult for me, and it's something I have been dealing with practically all my life. So I'm overweight, and I have been overweight practically all my life that I remember. I had times when I lose significant amount of weight, like 20 with something kilos, but eventually I gain it back. So as I told previously, in some of my previous video, this time my primary focus is going to be to make it like long term, like long term. So I want to lose the weight, I want to lose that in a healthiest way possible, and I want to keep it off. So I want to make it like a part of new me, like part of my life, like me, new me. And I told a lot about that in some of my previous videos. So some important aspects there. Again, it's going to be calorie counting. I know for many people it's quite triggering topic, so if it's not for you, please don't go there. But it's something that works for me, even though I have issues also with binge eating episodes and some compulsive eating, and there is a lot to unwrap. But still, the way I see it and the way I feel it, calorie counting doesn't trigger my binge eating episodes. Something different triggers that, and that's a little bit different topic to talk about. But it's not calorie counting. This is not kind of bad for me. It's actually good for me. Because if I'm not aware of I'm eating, that's when things go like really bad. And for me, calorie counting, it's not some kind of restrictive mindset, or actually I enjoy the process because like I kind of feel that I understand what is happening. So I'm going to continue with calorie countings. It worked for me, but this year in 2025, I want to also learn more about macros, especially protein. So I want to increase my protein intake. I want to work on my fiber intake. And kind of I want to make all this process a little bit more enjoyable. Find new recipes, find some combination of products that I actually like. So that's going to be a big part of my journey. And as I mentioned already, relationship with food. Unfortunately, I have history of very restrictive mindset connected with food in the past, with some very severe dieting issues, like especially when I was a teenager, I had some crazy dieting. I was eating like 1 apple a day, or like, you know, that crazy stuff. And at some point of my life, a couple of years ago, I also was into this fasting. and I was trying to make it like long term, so sometimes I didn't eat like for 3 days, and it's completely destroyed my healthy relationship with food. So I still have this restrictive mindset sometimes, and like I can buy some sweets, I can keep it at home, but sometimes I have this feeling like tomorrow I'm starting a new part of my life, so I'm not going to eat any sugar, but I have at home all those candies that I bought. So what shall we do? I cannot throw them away. It's kind of not, it's wrong to throw away the food while so many people are hungry in this world. So what I do, I eat them, and I eat them till I feel sick. I eat them till like I cannot breathe, but I still eat them till I finish them because I need to finish. And that's okay for today, because tomorrow I'm starting a new day. So tomorrow I will start my things with food from like ground zero, from the new page. And we all know this is not how it works. So those binge eating episodes, those compulsive eating episodes, this restrictive mindset, sometimes it's not always happening to me, luckily, but it happens. And even sometimes I can't take control over it. I still have that voice in the back of my head which keeps telling me something like, let's not eat anything tomorrow, let's make like a fasting day, but let's finish this food so it's not going to distract us. Oh, like a lot of wild stuff that is happening in my head. I'm currently working on that, and most probably I'm going to make a separate video about that, because I know that's something that a lot of people dealing with. I used to think it's like something wrong with me, I'm the only one who is dealing with this issue, but thanks to the internet, now I know I'm not a weirdo. There are a lot of people who are having same issues as I do, and a lot of people who were able to overcome those issues. So if they were able to do that, so am I. So as of now, I feel pretty confident about that, pretty positive about that, but obviously, like, it takes efforts, and it's not something easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. And if you are one of those who have these binge eating issues, you know what I'm talking about. So we know what to do, we know what we should do, but it's very hard to keep ourselves accountable, because just knowing what to do and actually doing what you're supposed to do are two completely different things. And I'm searching my way now. There is no one way, because we're all different, and for some people it's just a habit that they have since childhood. For some people there are some traumas hidden behind, some coping mechanism people dealing with. So that's a lot to deal with, and we just need to listen to ourselves. We just need to understand what is happening with us, and I think that's the only way kind of to deal with that. So no punishment, no restrictions, self-compassion, self-respect, self-love, self-understanding, knowing ourselves. I think that's the only way to go, and it's gonna take time. I know that I have been having these issues for practically all my life, so it's not gonna just end in 2025, but this year I wanna put like maximum efforts into that, to be equipped with some tools, with knowledge, and kind of to build those new habits, which are not going to be just only in order to solve my problem with food, problems with food, but actually something which is going to stay with me till the rest of my life, something which is going to be my new habit, new me, new better version of myself. And I'm definitely going to make a separate video about that, because there are like a bunch of tools that may work, and I also want to test some of them myself. I'm just stepping into this topic, And there is still a lot of things I don't know, a lot of things I need to learn. So it's going to be also pretty interesting, I'm sure. And second big goal for this year, or rather like contribution to my main goal this year, it's movement. So as I have already told in a bunch of my previous videos, I freaking love walking. I think it's the best exercise activity you practically can have, especially if you have a chance to walk like outside in the morning, in the evening, with the sunlight, with some nice scenery. I think it's just like fantastic. If you have chance to walk, like definitely you should go for that. And it's really, I can say it has changed my life. Walking has changed my life, and now it's a big part of me. So definitely I'm gonna continue doing with that. So there is nothing to add or change. I already walking pretty big amount of steps, and I guess when spring will come, maybe I am even going to increase, but it's not something like of my priority as of now. I'm pretty happy with the place I am now with walking, and I'm just gonna continue. But I want to add some other stuff to my life, and definitely it's going to be connected with resistance training. So we already know how important it is, and I'm coming to my 40s pretty soon, and muscle, it's a pretty significant thing for my health, and I know that. So I have zero knowledge about that. I have never done any resistance training in my life before, except for a couple of classes, like with some small dumbbells I used to visit in a fitness center. There was like group classes. So practically it's going to be something really new for me this year. I have already bought some equipment, so I have a set of dumbbells, I have a bar, and I have these different weight plates, so it's like adjustable, so I can like build it up, use different kind of weights. But to be honest, since I'm just starting, probably I will be working only with my body weight for now, because I need to learn techniques. And for now, I have no chance to go to a gym because of my work. So it's going to be something I'm gonna do at home. So I'm going to use videos from YouTube. I have already equipment. I also bought some resistance bands and some other small stuff. So I think it's going to be pretty good place to start, to learn some basic techniques and so on. So if you have any tips, please let me know, or if you know any interesting, useful channels that I may look into, I will be really grateful, because this is like literally a ground zero for me. So I'm just starting, and please help me. But still, I feel pretty also okay with that. I know it's something that's gonna be very important for my health, and this is something I want to give to myself, like muscles. I want to give myself some muscles, and probably I wanna try also something new. So I used to like Pilates years ago. I think I wanna give it a try. And under some of my videos, I saw a comment connected with dancing. And once I saw that comment, I think, oh my God, I really want to do something like that. Maybe to go to some Zumba classes, or like, I don't know, something. When I think about that, I feel kind of excited. So I think it's something I should give a try. I want to go into dancing. So again, I'm not sure that I'm going to go to any like specific group classes or private trainer or something. At least for now, the way I see it, again, I'm going to deal with YouTube. I will find some nice videos, and I will just like go with the flow. I think that's gonna be the best strategy for me. So that's it, practical. I'm going to have only 2 big goals, and practically they all come into one big goal connected with my health, with like more energy, feeling better, looking better, like, you know, care about myself. That matters. So that's like the core, these two goals. But at the same time, they are quite complex. It's not just like simple goals. Each of them, both nutrition and movement, pretty complex with a lot of variables inside. And there is a lot of new things connected with them. So I think it's like more than enough for this year. I don't need like 100 goals. I will be very happy if I will be completely okay with these two goals at the end of this year. So the thing is to make it like part of my life, to keep it sustainable and to keep myself accountable. That's it. I will go with monthly check. So I will revise my goal like at the end of each month, and I will see what I can add, maybe what should I reduce, maybe I need to adjust something, so stuff like that. And I want to put them into my life. So it's not something I do just because I want to lose weight, just because I want to fit into that particular clothes that I have. It's just something that I will continue doing till the end of my life. Something that I will put as a big part of my daily routine. Something like brushing my teeth or drinking my cup of coffee in the morning. It's something I do automatically without thinking. And it's hard for me to imagine my day without it. And I guess it's even uncomfortable to imagine my day without those habits. So should it be with my movement and with my nutrition. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you also have some nice goals for this year. And I'm sure if you're going to go for it, you're gonna have it. So have a nice day, have a nice year, and see you soon.